Hello, I'm Brent Shiratori, and this is Idea Marketing. In this video, I'll be reviewing the book Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. And I gotta say, this book is a masterclass on optimizing the customer journey step by step. The book basically chronicles Will Guidara's journey transforming 11 Madison Park from an upscale bistro into one of the best restaurants in the world. And while the food obviously had a lot to do with that, what is truly interesting from a marketer's perspective is how they were able to craft and curate every guest interaction at every stage of the meal, from booking a reservation all the way down to getting the check and after leaving the restaurant. At its core, the book argues that while excellence is necessary in any business, it's not sufficient. It's the emotional connection created through extraordinary service that truly differentiates an experience. Will introduces the concept of unreasonable hospitality, going beyond expected service to creating magical, memorable moments that forge deep connections with customers. This approach isn't about rigid protocols, but about empowering team members to recognize opportunities for meaningful connection and giving them the autonomy to act on them. Throughout the book, Guidara shares compelling stories of these unreasonable moments. My favorite example was when a guest at 11 Madison Park mentioned that they had an amazing trip to New York, trying some of the best food in the world, but the one thing they missed was having an authentic New York hot dog. And unfortunately, they were catching a flight right after this meal. A server overheard this, and instead of dismissing this as just a casual conversation, the staff saw an opportunity. They quickly dispatched someone to purchase a hot dog from a nearby stand. The chef then cut it artfully and plated it on a silver platter, complete with appropriate condiments and a perfectly paired beer. When they presented it to the guests, they were blown away. The hot dog likely cost very little compared to the other dishes, but its emotional impact was immeasurable and created a story that guests would tell for years. This spontaneous gesture delighted the guests beyond measure. What makes a story so significant is how it demonstrates the essence of unreasonable hospitality, listening carefully to guests, being willing to break from the script, and creating unexpected moments of joy. The book also delves into practical leadership principles, including creating systems that enable spontaneity rather than restrict it, building diverse teams with complementary strengths, and developing restaurant plays, planned service moments that could be customized for guests. But here are my key takeaways. 1, your goal should be to create memorable moments, not just transactions. The book talks about dream weaving, identifying opportunities to transform routine interactions into unforgettable experiences. Instead of merely satisfying customer needs, look for ways to create emotional peaks that customers will remember and share. These don't require massive budgets, but rather thoughtful attention to customer context and desires. Remember that people rarely talk about satisfactory experiences, but they'll always talk about stories that are exceptional. And 2, you need to balance technical excellence with emotional intelligence. Every business needs to balance the pursuit of excellence, the technical perfection of your product or service, and genuine hospitality, the emotional connection a brand has with its customers. For marketers, this means investing equally in product quality and customer experience. The most successful brands don't just deliver functional benefits, but forge emotional connections that competitors can't easily replicate. Excellence gets you into the game, but emotional connection wins customer loyalty. And finally, 3, it's critical to empower your team to personalize each guest experience. SOPs and brand standards don't have to be specific processes and rules that inhibit spontaneity. They can also enable. In this book, Guidara shows how he built systems that empowered staff to create personalized experiences. This means moving beyond rigid customer journey maps to create frameworks that allow for customization. Train your team to recognize and act on opportunities for personalization and create a culture that celebrates going above and beyond. The most compelling brand experiences come when customers feel seen and understood as individuals rather than segments. These principles apply whether you're marketing luxury experiences or everyday products. The fundamental insight is that people remember how you made them feel long after they forget what you sold them. Unreasonable Hospitality offers powerful insights for anyone in the service-oriented business, leadership positions, or simply those looking to create more meaningful connections in their work and lives. It's a testament to how intentional generosity and emotional intelligence can transform ordinary interactions into extraordinary experiences. If you'd like to learn more about optimizing your marketing and creating memorable brand experience, like, share, and subscribe to this channel because you don't need more ads when you have better ideas.